Thank you. Thank you, Matt. That was amazing. Fucking sophomore. So, I have a lot to say, as usual, so brace yourself. I'm not sorry about this. Few days have rivaled this day in the way that it's made me feel nostalgic and thankful. I remember so vividly the day that I auditioned for the Acoustics. The Patriots were playing the Ravens in the playoffs, and I was not to be bothered. Connor Fink, who couldn't be here tonight, essentially single-handedly pestered me and convinced me to audition for acapella groups in general. My second semester and my first semester, I was just too scared to do anything, and he kind of forced me to do it. He took me to the practice rooms and helped me pick out my audition song, and he's a really great piano player, so he helped me with that. And the next step was picking that audition song, and before I knew it, I was right here in this room before a lot of you alumni and some of the people in the current group. And that was the last time that my audition song would just be a regular song and not something very meaningful that would be important to me for the rest of my life. To my seniors at the time, thank you. You mean a great deal to me, and there aren't enough words in the dictionary to describe the way that I feel about being in this group. So thank you so much, Michelle. You're absurd. Thank you. You did it. You did it. Every person that I've sung with in this group has brought something different and excellent. To those of you that I was in the group with that could not be here, I miss and love you. Thank you. Of those people, if you are in China, why are you in China? Don't be in China. Be here. Be in China. Don't be there. That's silly. But really, to everybody that I've sung with, thank you for making me feel talented, confident, and worthwhile. It goes farther than you think, I think, for everybody in the group. Senior year has been particularly difficult for me, specifically this semester. I've spent more time away from people and music than any other time in my life. I've essentially been separated from the two things that I really love most. And it's been less than easy for me, but although it's been incredibly difficult a lot of the time, it's also been very helpful in other ways. Firstly, I'm generally not really good at not talking. And I've really learned to do that better, which is good. And, but otherwise, I really just spent less time speaking and singing and more time listening and thinking. And I've become better acquainted with myself in a lot of ways, and spending time with people in the group outside of the context of the Acoustics, which I've had to do, has been a blessing. And to the current group, I strongly recommend more of that. To the current group, I would also like to thank you for never making me feel alienated or less a part of the group. I know that I have not been present for most things, but you know that it's been hard for me to be around all of you guys in your singing moments. I do love you all, and thank you for a wonderful year. I'm sorry I haven't got to spend enough time with some of you, particularly the freshmen, because I haven't been around. But hopefully we can build those relationships over time. So thank you for an amazing senior year, because I have felt really loved, and I needed it. You guys are all really talented and good-hearted, which is the more important thing in the long run once you're in the group. Alumni, all of you studs, always making a ruckus at these emotional year-ending shows. I can't wait to add another voice to this riot. You guys are the backbone of this group, and you hopefully know that. So much of what we do is motivated by the fact that we know how close you are to the group, and we cannot thank you enough. One of the greatest instances of my acoustic career has been watching you all react to the tribute I did a couple years ago. I can't explain how much joy it brings us to see you guys react that way. It feels like we're doing something right, you know? So thank you for that. Some of you have had a direct influence on my life. through it, one person, and others indirectly. But you have, and thank you. I love you all. There is really something special about being a part of something greater than yourself, whether that's a friend group, a family, or any extracurricular. But combining that with music, and for me at least, you can find yourself in moments of what feels like transcendence. You find yourself in these moments that are just utterly inexplicable, that will just never escape your memory. And it takes a certain level of talent combined with togetherness to create these moments. And that is something I'll always cherish. You know, of course, the hangouts, the debates, the ciphers, the retreats, the road trips will never be forgotten. But the spirit of the group, to me, is captured most when that just ecstatic chord is hit, or that unreal note is just taken by that soloist with a perfect tone and timbre for that moment, and everybody in the group just looks at each other knowing, and also sort of not knowing what just happened. These moments, along with the relationships formed, will eventually define my time in the group. As I look back on that time, I cannot feel anything but grateful and proud of how far I and we have come. So that's you guys, seniors. Me, Nug, Mama D, marathon runner Julie Zavril, by the way. So Gary, Tebe, fucking Moyer. That's all of. It's been a pleasure going through these years with all of you, although only half of us came into this group first semester of freshman year. It feels like we all just magically appeared together somewhere in Lions. You all bring something unique to the table in the most honest way, and although we have some phenomenal singers, Moyer has covertly made it through 4 years as possibly being the most talented acoustic that I've been in the group with. And I am proud to be a part of such a talented and close-knit class that has somebody like Moyer, and you know you all have. And I'm proud, and I know that we've been a headache for other classes, but you know what? You don't care, because we've been a headache to ourselves, so we have no sympathy for you. You all have led me to some of the best times in my career, and certainly some of the worst. But I think it's that dynamism in our relationship that is what makes it special. Thank you for what I will call a beautiful 4-year artwork with you guys that I'll always remember. Next, my parents are here, so please a round of applause. Thank you both. Firstly, for giving me this talent. My dad is secretly a better singer than I am, so you know. You two have been nothing but supportive and never doubted me. It means a lot. It changes everything when you know that the people in your corner are not going anywhere. The encouragement, the belief in me, the never-ending desire for me to be the best version of myself never goes unappreciated. When I came to you both over winter break with my aspirations, you had some uneasiness, very reasonably. That's what a concerned parent does. But you supported me, and that was one of the greatest moments of my 21-year relationship with you both. My dad has told me on multiple occasions that if you do what you love, you'll stay young forever. Thank you both for that opportunity. Mom, you might be the coolest person I know, so thank you both for that. I love you both more than you know. I wish my brother could be here. He and I are like 2 peas in a pod, and I love him. Thank you if you're watching this. Yeah, when you watch this, thank you for being the most big brothery brother I've ever had. Lastly, my non-acoustic friends here at BC, thank you for coming. I would not be who I am today without you all. You've given me so much perspective and have taught me so much about myself. You made me confident, intelligent, loving, sleepless nights of meaningful and sometimes unnecessary conversation. I can count on you for the most fun and to keep me in check. Thank you for coming to my shows, and thank you for letting me vent to you about the acoustics. It warms my heart to see you guys in the audience every single show. Amongst my friends specifically, DBE, Duchesne Basement East. I'm incredibly fortunate to have landed on the floor freshman year with all of you goons and to live together every year since. Incredibly unique, thoughtful, and unbelievably fun people. You've been the backbone of my BC career. I'm sorry if I've wronged you, and for what I've done right, you're welcome. Yeah, Benny Moto, who's also could not be here tonight, he's been to every single show that we have done in the group, except for when he was abroad, and he watched the videos the day after. Whenever you get a chance to watch this, I just want to know that I appreciate you as one of my best friends and seemingly biggest fans. Whenever he watches this, just wanted to know that. So thank you, and I love all of you. Thank you to all of my friends that are here tonight. It means the world to me, and I think you guys know that. You know how extroverted I am, and I need that, so thank you. Just to say, the BC Acoustics are so much more than a singing group, and I can't quite put my finger on how to describe us. I love it. It symbolizes the greatest things in life. It can be transcendent, and it lasts the test of time. Thank you to everyone in this room for being here tonight, alums, current group, friends, my parents for flying up here from Florida to see the show. I told them that if they came onto the show, they would finally understand why I spent so much time concerned with all of you people, lunatics. And I told them that they would get it, and I hope they do now, because after 4 years of thinking I did, it's right now, in this moment, that I finally do. Thank you.